y'all doing tonight? It's great to be here. Well, we're getting to know each other. First things first, big thing. Genevieve Ferrari is my real name, okay? I gotta get that out of the way. It is not a stage name. If I chose that name for myself, that would be fucking dumb. Like, it'd be way over the top, you know? But as a real name, it's really cool. I want to acknowledge that. It's very cool. It does have its drawback, though, big one. The name is hotter than I am. Fuck you a little bit for laughing too hard about that, okay? Here's the thing, though. Like, I don't think I'm a total dog, okay? Like, I have self-esteem. But I think we can acknowledge, like, it's a big titty name. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like what a middle school boy would name his fake girlfriend, you know? It's like, Genevieve Ferrari. Like, Genevieve Ferrari, that's like movie star hot, right? And I'm barista hot at best, you know? Like, Margot Robbie should be named Genevieve Ferrari, and I should be named Margot Robbie, you know? Fair trade, I feel like. It's a good swap. My middle name is Joan, though. That really fucking rockets it down to earth, you know? Not that Joan is a bad name, it's just a little bit of a dip, you know, kind of grounds it. I told the guy I had a crush on that my middle name was Joan, and he said, "Oh yeah, you look more like your middle name." What the fuck does that mean? I mean, I'm like smart enough to know to be insulted, though, that's for sure. I use they, them pronouns, but I forget to tell people, like, I don't correct them. You know, I'm non-binary, not a fucking nag. But when I do travel around, sometimes, you know, depending on where I'm doing stand-up, I might not enforce as much. Like, I did a show in Aberdeen, and I saw some signs on lawns, and I was like, maybe here I am a girl. You know what I mean? Sometimes I try to get out ahead of it too hard, though. Like, I went to visit my cousins in Montana, and as soon as I got there, I was like, I am woman, hear me roar. And they were like, shut the hell up, little lady, we don't like women here either. Sorry. My bad. I'm petty. Where are my petty people at? That is the loudest Seattle's ever cheered. That's great, y'all must be drunk. And it's dark, so you're like, no one can judge me. I'm petty, I'm proud of it. Being petty's awesome. Have y'all ever watched someone you hate fail? That shit is better than falling in love. Just thinking about it makes me feel like a little high, like my eyes dilate. One time, this guy broke my heart, and then 6 months later, his house burned down. I didn't commit the fire, okay? I didn't do it. It was just nice to know that God was on my side of the argument, though. You know what I mean? Kind of ruled. I will say some cultures are pettier than others. Italians are very petty. Obviously, I'm Italian, right? We already talked about my name. The only way I could be more Italian is if I was named like Genevieve Spaghetti. You know what I mean? Pretty fucking Italian. Italians are petty. This isn't a joke. I don't know if y'all remember this, but in like 2 years ago, Italy had some of the worst fires it ever had in recorded history. Huge bummer. I thought it was global warming, which it was, like 50%. And they investigated it, and it turns out there were so many old people committing arson against their neighbor, they lit the south of Italy on fire. Whoops. We should just check out, because the last time I was at a family reunion, my uncle had the audacity to tell his sister, my aunt, that her risotto was like a little too al dente, and she leaned across the table and said, "Say that again, motherfucker, and I'll burn this house to the ground." It's your house, he doesn't even live there, he's a brother. Weird threat. Second pettiest, you know, Italy, pettiest place in the world. Second pettiest place, the Seattle Italian American Festival. That is the second pettiest place. I figured that out. I was there with my dad and my uncle, and then a sea of other like old Italians. And my dad looked out and he pointed at someone and he was like, "You see that guy over there? That's Jimmy Pescatore. When I was in second grade, he spat in my mouth." Oh shit, dude, that's fucked up. And that happened like 60 years ago. And then my uncle leaned over and whispered, "Yeah, but now he has ball cancer." And then they both giggled and high-fived. And I was like, oh my God, I've never felt closer to these two men in my life. It was like better than playing catch. I felt so seen. I felt so seen. I didn't just get my Italian citizenship though, I'm really excited about that. I'm really happy. Thank you, yeah. Just ready to flee this sinking ship, you know what I mean? I I will say, I think everyone on either side of the aisle can unite, regardless of political standing, to agree that I'm a little fucking dumb. Because I was like, I'm leaving America to escape fascism to Italy. It's like jumping out of the frying pan into the place that invented frying pans. A little dumb, a little dumb. I got a tattoo recently, and when I was a kid, I never believed, adults around me would be like, if you get a tattoo, let's keep on getting tattoos and they'll get dumber and dumber. And I was like, that couldn't be me. And now I just get the stupidest shit. But recently I fucked up big time. The tattoo was great. I got a stick and poke tattoo of a bird on my ribcage from a stranger in a basement. I was trying to feel young and hip, and it turned out very sanitary. Huge disappointment. Tattoo was great though. Here's the issue. I wore my good bra to the appointment. And if you don't know what a good bra is, let me tell you, it is the feat of human engineering, okay? A good bra is the bra that keeps them high and tight and like lifted and separated. Puts your tits right up to your chin, okay? It's perfect for any occasion, except for this one. Because I went to gaze upon my naked form with my new tattoo, and I took off my good bra, and my titties dropped. So now instead of having a cute little bird on my ribcage, I just have a boob with feet. It looks like it's gonna waddle away. If you throw day-old bread at me now, my left nipple gets hard. Like, I don't understand. I can't tell if they're dropping lower because they're ready to fly south for winter. It's horrible. All right, I'm Genevieve Ferrari. Y'all have been great. Thank you so much.